was senior night for the Montclair State women's basketball team on Friday night. Seniors Kayla Bush, Taylor Brown, and Nikki Stevens all celebrated for their great careers as Redhawks. Taylor Brown leading the way for the team this season, averaging 13 points per game as they welcomed undefeated NJCU to the Panzer Athletic Center for the final home game of the regular season. It was the freshman Kendall Hodges who got Montclair State going early, starting with the righty lay-in, then in transition making her defender hit the floor, and a great dish leading to a score, and finally, one more smooth finish. The Redhawks led 19-10 after one. But Taylor Brown's presence was certainly felt, knocking down a few huge shots, the floater, the three ball, and this three here with 1 minute left. Montclair State led 31-25 at half. But NJCU would not go away. Damaris Rodriguez stopping on the dime and sinking the triple. The Gothic Knights led 34-31. Montclair State's turn to answer. Trisha Peterson, three-ball corner pocket. That knotted things up at 40. Next possession, Kayla Bush, lefty hook, puts the Redhawks in front. Jump ahead to the fourth. NJCU up one. Julia Sutton with the steal to start the break. Gets it right back, hits the three. And then, one possession later, another three for Sutton. Put the Redhawks ahead, sending Panzer into a frenzy. And just for good measure, Taylor Brown at the top sinks the dagger to ice it with just under 2 minutes to go. She had 20 points with 5 threes. Montclair State would hang on 67-58 to remain undefeated in the conference. On the second half of the back-to-back, the Redhawks got off to a slow start, trailing 15-4 after the first quarter, but they were able to claw back, propelled by Julia Sutton's 27-point performance, including 6 threes, winning 67-58, finishing the regular season perfect in conference play. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Inside the Nest. I'm Jack Bartek, and as you saw at the top of the show, the women's basketball team had themselves an amazing weekend, securing a sweep over the previously undefeated NJCU Gothic Knights. The good news wouldn't run out there for Montclair State, as those 2 victories propelled them to the top of the conference alongside TCNJ. That meant the fate of the number 1 seed for the upcoming conference tournament would be left to a coin flip, one that went in the Redhawks' favor. That means that the NJAC title will run through the Panzer Athletic Center. The Redhawks look ahead to Friday night at 7 o'clock as they welcome the 8th-seeded Rutgers-Camden Scarlet Raptors to town for their first-round matchup.
Yeah, well, obviously the number 1 seed has a huge advantage of, you're home throughout the whole playoffs as long as you can keep winning. I think the seeding felt pretty favorably for us. And, obviously, they're going to be tough games for sure. But I think we like where we're at. It'll be nice that we don't see, TC&J or NJCU until the finals. So I think that's another advantage of the 1 seed.
Oh my gosh, I am so lucky, beyond happy. This, to even have a season in the first place was something that was so special to me. It was a bonus to beating Jersey City twice, just another good thing after another. So yeah, we're really, really grateful.
I ran into Trisha's room and we were all screaming. We're yes. And we were all freaking out because we have home court advantage, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, we were really excited.
Montclair State looked to rebound against NJCU on Saturday after the Gothic Knights took the first of the 2-game set, 76-67 on Friday. The Redhawks celebrating seniors Peter Overton Jr., Tim Alhenio, Malachi Smythe, Joey Roddy, and Irving Callender as fans entered the Panzer Athletic Center for the first time this season. A back-and-forth first half gave NJCU a 46-38 lead at the break, but Malachi Smythe throws down the hammer. That cut the deficit to 4. 13:25 to go in the second. Redhawks down by 2. Keon Price with a 3-ball gives Montclair State the lead 54-53. But that lead wouldn't last long. Just 15 seconds later, Ryan Savoy with the lay-in, and the Gothic Knights regained control. Under 10 minutes remaining now. Price, his second 3-ball of the half, made it a 4-point game, but NJCU would go on a 22-6 run the remainder of the game, including this and one from Darian White. put the game away. The final score ended up at 87-69. NJCU improved to 5-1 on the year as Montclair State fell to 5-3. Even with the back-to-back losses, the Redhawks' strong start to the season helped them to land the 3 seed, giving them a home game in the first round, a rematch of the Route 46 rivalry, as the 6-seeded William Patterson Pioneers will have to visit the Panzer Athletic Center Friday night at 4 o'clock.
You know, obviously we didn't end the regular season the way we wanted to in our building yesterday. So to give these guys a chance to again play at home and obviously have, you know, a limited crowd, but be able to play in front of their families again, I'm excited for them. You know, it's a credit to the work that we put in during the season, you know, to give ourselves a chance to obviously host a playoff game, you know, and at this time of the year, you know, that home court advantage is nice. And I think our guys, you know the work they put in, and it gives ourselves a chance again to get one more at home in front of our fans. You know we got one more guaranteed at home, and then we see what happens if we can find a way to win.
At one point, we didn't know if we was gonna have a season at all. So just us playing and just me playing with my brothers, it feels great. Even playing in the playoffs, like Coach said, it's only 8 games, but I'm glad we got at least 8 games in. Hopefully we can have more if we continue winning throughout the playoffs. Gotta leave everything on the floor. That's what I plan on doing. It feels good to go back in the gym tomorrow, get more shots up. So I'm gonna tell me and my teammates that we gotta leave it on the floor. It's all or nothing.
As the NJAC winter season enters the home stretch, with the men's and women's basketball tournaments coming up, the spring season is right around the corner, and there is buzz in the air, as you can see in this tweet from @NJAC Sports on Twitter. Hopefully, we will be able to see some of our very own Redhawks collecting those championship t-shirts over the next few months.
As the 2021 baseball season is shortly coming up, the Redhawks look to build upon their 8-4 record from a season ago. Players are preparing this season by coming to practice ready to work and being led by some of the fifth-year seniors who are granted an extra year of eligibility. Coach Ollwerther has high expectations for these guys and always wants them to get better.
Our expectations are to get out and compete. We're excited for the opportunity to play this spring. We're going to look to play at a high level. We're looking to win championships year in, year out here at Montclair State University in the baseball program. So our goals are to get out, continue to play good, solid baseball, and really look forward to it.
Senior infielder Andrew Ollwerther had a great shortened season last year, leading the Redhawks in hits with 19 and RBIs with 17 as a junior. He is confident that he, as well as other players, can lead the team to an NJAC title.
Everybody has to do their part. You know, next man up. One guy goes down, gets hurt. When something happens, you know, next guy has to step up. And definitely, you know, with a bunch of guys coming back from last year, you know, we return most of our senior class is coming back for their 5th year. So definitely have a lot of experience, and I think that'll definitely help us come NJAC season.
Last season, junior pitcher Chris Lum held his opponents to a 190 batting average in 6 innings pitched and spun his way to a 2.84 ERA as a sophomore. He spoke to us about how he feels about some of the COVID protocols put in place.
I'm not going to say I like them, but I mean, it takes patience. We got to push through it. I mean, there's a bunch of new rules now, like wearing masks and getting tests every 2 weeks, but it's you got to do what you got to do in order to play.
However, Coach Ollwerther has some more recent news about fan attendance at this season's upcoming games.
Well, the good news is Governor Murphy has just announced, not only for high school sports, but for college as well, that we're going to be able to hopefully have fans here at Yogi Berra. So we look forward to the day where we're going to be able to invite back our families and our alumni and all of our fans back to Yogi. But I am hopeful that we can have some fans here this spring.
The baseball season kicks off on March 17th against Moravian College at Yogi Berra Stadium. The team is really looking forward to another great season of Redhawks baseball. There were a total of 6 seniors that opted into their 5th year of eligibility for the baseball team. Those players include infielder Joe Norton, pitcher Brian Reese, infielder Hayden Reyes, pitcher Tyler Higgins, pitcher Sean Lewandowski, and outfielder Brody Labby, all of which are looking to bring home a conference championship.
The swimming and diving season is underway. The Redhawks took on William Patterson and Ramapo in a tri-meet this past Saturday at Pansner Pool. With this team being the only team that took part in athletic participation in the fall, with a virtual meet, they will now continue all in-person competition for the rest of the spring.
We enjoyed our fall. I said to Jesse earlier that the Merchant Marine Academy Coast Guard meet was great. It kept us engaged. We learned how to do a virtual meet. And obviously that showed today, so we had a little practice with it. But all in all, very, very happy with the season so far.
A swimming and diving meet consists of 3 types of races and 2 types of dives. The sprints all being between 50 and 200 yards. The distance races can be as small as the 500-yard race and up to 1,650 yards. The last type of race are relay races, where teams are split into 4. The dives are on 2 different heights, the 1-meter and the 3-meter dives. On February 20th, the men's team notched 168 points against William Patterson and 144 points against Ramapo. The women scored 165 points against William Patterson and 140 against Ramapo. Both competed in 13 different events. Freshman Lydia Boguslawska led the way with 4 victories, including helping the women win the 200 freestyle relay. She received NJAC Women's Rookie Swimmer of the Week. Boguslawska was joined by senior Emily Rothamel, who won 2 events and one of which was the 100-yard backstroke, with a time of 1:02:48. Rothamel was awarded NJAC Women's Swimmer of the Week. For the men's team, freshman Ryan Kappes wins his first career NJAC Men's Swimming Rookie of the Week. Kappes swam a great 500-yard freestyle race in which he won with a time of 4:58:64. Sophomore Samuel Golovin also had a great start to the season, winning 4 races and his first ever NJAC Men's Swimmer of the Week. 77% of both the women's and men's team are underclassmen, making it a huge year in terms of trying to grow the experience. Freshmen who will be on the watch are Lydia Boguslawska, Molly Moore, and Paul Hauser. They will be led by some of the top talent in the NJAC with seniors like Emily Rothamel, Sophia Charvino, and Ian Johnson. This Friday and Saturday, the team will have another conference meet. The women will take on Kane and the College of New Jersey, while the men will only be facing TCNJ. They will compete against Kane in person, but virtually against the Lions. Let's head over to the women's field hockey page, at Montclair State FH. This post is from February 23rd, 2021, a throwback to the NCAA National Championship back in 2012. An amazing memory from the Division III showdown where Montclair made a run to the finals against Tufts. Definitely a photo and moment they will remember forever. Click that follow button to keep up with the team and see more content like this. Well, that completes the second episode of the semester. I am Kayla Francione on behalf of the Red Hawk Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next Monday on Inside the Nest.